Good morning, afternoon or evening, depending on wherever you are. Everybody, welcome to, I was about to say welcome to the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 2018, but that really wouldn't make sense because that's all done. That's just habit kicking in, I suppose. Welcome actually to my kitchen, and you can see what an absolute tip it is. All my washing up in that corner, but I've got a nice clean space here, and we're in my kitchen because today, in the first of my videos for 2019, I am going to make a recipe for no-knead bread. Now, I saw this on Barry Lewis's channel. You may know him, My Virgin Kitchen. He does stuff with Ashens, and he's done a video with Tom Scott sending garlic bread into space and then cooking it to see what it tastes like. So yeah, I'm going to try out one of his recipes today. I might actually link whichever side. I think it might be that side, isn't it? The little card in the top corner of the video there. I'll link to his video and his recipe, and I'll also put it down in the description so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to have to lean down for you to see this bit, but just to say I've got all of my ingredients all together. There's 4 ingredients. There is 450 grams of plain flour. There is salt. There is 350 millilitres, or whatever that is in ounces, fluid ounces, whatever the Americans use. 350 ml of just normal tap water. And then I have some fast-acting yeast. Other brands are available. This is from Tesco's because it's my nearest supermarket. So I'm going to combine them all in this massive mixing bowl here. And we just leave it essentially for 12 hours just to prove. So I'll add all of those now. In goes the 450 grams of flour. I'm not sure whether you have to sift this, but I'm doing so anyway just to get any sort of bits and bobs out. It might be a bit lumpy, so I always sift flour even if the recipe doesn't say so. Mind you, bearing in mind I'm not exactly a chef, I'm not known for this sort of thing, so actually on the internet I'm not actually known for anything, so this is going to be a bit of a random channel, I think. See what happens. So that's about 1/3 of the flour in that tub, and then the other 2/3 in that one. I'm just going to put you down for a second because doing it one-handed is particularly difficult, so I'll see. There you go, you can still see what's going on. I'm just going to sift it quickly. Get all the flour into the mixing bowl. There's probably an easier way of doing this, to be honest. Talk amongst yourselves, or I might speed this bit up. Well, actually, we're nearly at the end. And the last few bits into the bowl. So there's all our flour sifted into the mixing bowl, nice and soft, nice and fluffy. We then add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and I've just realised I forgot to get a teaspoon, so I'll go and grab that now while you sit there, staring at a nice floury bowl. There you go. Just a normal teaspoon, don't go for all this measuring stuff. So 1.5, which is more than that, so that's about half. That's about another half, and let's go for another half there. Yeast comes in packets. I have no idea how much is in one sachet, so I'm just going to, well, it says 7 grams, but on the recipe I've got it says half a teaspoon. I'm just going to go for 1 sachet, I think. It's supposed to be perforated. You know what, I'll just cut it open. Talk amongst yourselves. Wherever my scissors have gone. My scissors have disappeared. I'll be back in 1 tick. Snip, 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 snip. Found the scissors. There they are. So I can cut open the dried yeast here. Let's try and do that on camera. although you're a bit too close, I think. So 1 sachet, 2 sachets, I'm just going to use 1, chuck that one out there. If this doesn't work, I think the video title is going to be Failed Attempt at Making No Knead Bread. So just whack all the yeast in there. There we go, and the last thing to add is if I add the water a bit at a time. So, wooden spoon, just add a little bit of the water, just to mix it together to start off with. Just mix it all. I'm going to put you down again. I'm going to see if I can get a better vantage point. Bear with me while I set up the camera angle. Does that look all right? Yeah, that's a good angle, isn't it? That's perfect. So I'm going to mix it all together. You can see that the one take type style from the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar videos is going to be very much my style. I'm not into much editing, partially because I think it's a bit inauthentic, but mostly because I just don't have the time. So I've got it, first batch of water mixed in fairly well. Let's add in a bit more. There we go. That's going to mix in. Just trying to get it nice and consistent. At the moment it's still a bit dry, but then I've still got that much water left. What is that? About 200 ml. That's not even half the water in there, so just mixing them gradually together. I may put this bit in speed up mode, so speed up mode, begin. Just going to temporarily pause speed up mode there, so I've added about 300 of the 350 ml of water, and hopefully you can see it's all starting to clump together. So I'll add the last bit of water, give it a stir, and we'll see what it comes up looking like. Let's restart speed up mode. And speed up mode end. There we go. So I've been stirring it for a while now, and it's become a really nice sort of gooey, sticky, doughy consistency. I'm just going to keep stirring it for a little while longer just to bind everything together. So temporarily restart speed up mode, and I'll let you know when I'm done. And end speed up mode. I just realised I'm calling it speed up mode rather than fast forward. Anyway, so this is our consistency of the dough at the end of my few minutes stirring. So the trick with this recipe is now to leave it for 24 hours. Now I'll let you have a look at the clock. It is currently 10 to 1. So at about 10 to 1 tomorrow, I'll stick it in the oven. Now I've got to cover it with cling film, just so it basically so it keeps fairly fresh, keeps all the dust and dirt, which, let's be honest, in my kitchen is probably most of it. Right, so I'll check up on a few hours, and over the course of the 24 hours, it should rise very nicely. It's currently 10 past 6, so it's been in for about just over 5 hours. I think I put it in about 10 to 1, and oh wow! That's actually risen a lot more than I thought. I hadn't seen this before I started to show you guys, but wow, that's literally like quadrupled in size over the past 5 hours. It was just that tiny bit in the middle. Okay, so it's 11:15 now. I'm having to be a bit quiet in case the people in the flats around me are trying to sleep or just need a bit of peace and quiet. But I thought I'd check up on the bread before I go to bed. So, wow, that's expanded even more. I love the texture on the top. It's like almost like ice cream or meringue or something. So I'm going to leave that overnight until about lunchtime tomorrow, when I'm going to cook it about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. Okay, it is 11:30 on day 2 of making my no knead bread, and I'm going to stop it there mainly because I want to try some of this for my lunch, and I don't want to have to wait till like 2:30. So that's what it looks like. Not that much different to before actually, and it's incredibly light. You can probably see it wobbling about. I maybe put too much yeast in. I've already switched my oven on. It's at about 220 degrees. That casserole dish needs to go in there just to warm up for a few minutes, so we're not putting it in completely cold. Yeah, so I'm going to pop that in, and then in about 20 minutes or so, we'll put the dough in. So let's get it all out. So look at that, how light it is. That's exactly what it should be like. Oh, it's gloopy as well. Right, I want to try and get it out without removing any of the bubbles. That's proper sticky. Right. Oh, my goodness. That's properly sticky. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's stuck. Stuck to my hand. Stuck everywhere. Stuck to the bowl. Right. So we sort of need to... Oh, now it's stuck to the... Now my hand's stuck to the paper. This is going to be interesting, because I've just got rid of all the air that was, lovely air that was in there. I'm going to have to see how this goes. Right. Let's pop that back in there. See, that's just completely and utterly got rid of all the air that we had in there, which is not what I wanted to do. Right. Let's get it out onto here. Maybe tipping it, that was a better way. Hopefully there's still some yeast in there to act on. Otherwise I'm in trouble. So mould it all up roughly into a ball sort of shape. I have a feeling this is far too sticky. And no, hardly any yeast is going to be, because I've just got rid of all the... Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Oven gloves on, and we'll get this casserole dish out the oven and just see what happens. So, nice and hot. Better remember that it's hot, otherwise I'll go and put my fingers on it. So, our dough mix, shove that in the bottom there. Now that's not taking up as much space as I thought it might. And that's got to go in the oven for 35 minutes with the lid on. So, it's all in the oven, hour and a half. Let's see what happens. Not hour and a half, 35 minutes. I finally found a better camera angle so I can hopefully let you see the oven a bit more. But it's been about 35 minutes now, so we'll get it out and see what our bread is looking like. I must remember this is very, very hot. Pop it. Oh, pop it on there. You probably can't see me, but there we go. Let's get this. Oh wow! It's not quite the round loaf that I was going for, but look at that. That's going all right, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top. I can go for the... No, that's not how you do it, is it? A little bit of flour on top, so it's a bit of a floured loaf. And then I'm going to put it in for another, let's say 25 minutes, just to make it nice and golden brown over the top. The recipe... crouch down. The recipe suggests 15 to 20 minutes, but my oven's a bit rubbish. So I'm going to go for 25. Hopefully it won't come out all burnt and it'll be nice and crispy on the outside, nice and chewy in the middle. Our 25 minutes are up. So, has it gone golden brown on the top? Do I need to put it in for longer? Let's find out right now, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, ooh. Oh wow, that's perfect. Look at that. My glasses have steamed up. Hello. Look at that. That looks amazing. Oh wow, I've got to get this out. Hang on, let me just re-angle you and we'll start again. Here it is. That looks absolutely amazing, and I can't begin to describe the smell in here. It is divine. Right, let's get it out of the tub. I don't want to touch the edge because that's going to be very hot. And onto the cooling rack, and let's move that out the way for now. Now, moment of truth. Does it come off of the paper very... Oh my goodness. Now, that's not risen up as much as I would have wanted it to. I think perhaps because I sort of accidentally poured all the air out when I was transferring it over. But I'll know for next time. I'm going to leave that to cool, and then in about half an hour I'm going to have some for my lunch, and I'll let you know how it tastes after that. Bread's been cooling for about 20 minutes, half an hour now, and it's still actually quite warm to the touch, especially underneath and around the top, but I actually just really want to try it. So I'm going to get a chopping board, get a knife, and give it a go. I'm going to try and cut that so it looks like the chopping board just magically appears from nowhere, but I bet I got the camera angle wrong. So I got my knife as well. There we are. Very dirty knife actually. Let's chop a bit off. I'll have a bit of the novel at the end. Oh, it's hard to cut through the... There we go. Oh! That's a bit doughy in the middle, I think. We'll see what it tastes like, and I might put some butter on it, but let me just... There we go. Oh! Actually, that's slightly soggy in the middle, but actually, it adds to it really nicely. Oh, it's gorgeous. Maybe it's because I made it. I'm sort of biased, but oh, I'm sure it will dry out as it cools down. Oh, that's lovely. If only it had risen just that little bit more. I think that's probably my fault. I'll get a better way of turning the dough out of the bowl into the baking paper. But yeah. For a first attempt, that's not too bad at all. Perfect. So that's it. That's me no-knead bread. Sorry, I'm talking about my mouth full. That's terrible manners. Anyway, yeah. That is the no-knead bread, and it tastes absolutely lovely. That's it for this video. I will see you again another time on this channel. Bye.